A very good afternoon. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. A Bangladesh War Crimes Court has sentenced ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to death, concluding a months-long trial that found her guilty of ordering a deadly crackdown on a student-led uprising last year. The ruling is the most dramatic legal action against a former Bangladeshi leader in decades and comes months ahead of parliamentary elections expected to be held in early February. The International Crimes Tribunal, Bangladesh's domestic war crimes court located in the capital Dhaka, delivered the verdict amid tight security and in Hasina's absence after she fled to India in August 2024. Hasina got a life sentence under charges for crimes against humanity and the death sentence for the killing of several people during the uprising. There was cheering and clapping in the court after the death sentence was pronounced. I want to now go across to Razzaqul Haider Chowdhury, the freedom fighter of Liberation War of 1971 and President Brigade 71. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this broadcast. We appreciate your time. We want to understand your first reaction to this verdict that has come out in this Sheikh Hasina case.
Thank you very much to allow me to join your program. First of all, you kindly note this: we Bangladeshi people, we know what the verdict is going on. From the very beginning of this trial, because this court has been formed with an intention to sentence Sheikh Hasina and allies. First of all, this court is not legitimate because this court was established in 1973 to trial the war criminals who helped the Pakistani armies in our liberation war to kill our common our people and loot their houses for raping and all these crimes. But this Yunus regime, they amended this law without the parliament. You know, if you want to amend a law, you need the approval of the parliament. But he does not care anything, because you see, somebody says this is an uprising of the people. It is never done, because Mr. Yunus, he himself confessed that this was not a uprising, because it was a meticulous plan from long, because he with the help of ISI and other foreign agencies, he and his allies created this violence like Ukraine, Syria, and other Gulf countries. So this our people has no has no participation with these things, because already you see from last 2 days this whole country is locked down. People did not come to the street. After within 15 months, Mr. Yunus proved himself unworthy for this country, because he already destroyed our economy. He already destroyed our rule of law, our administration, and everything. Judiciary. You see, yesterday or day before yesterday, one lady, he went to house of our father of the nation to see there. There one activist just beaten her, but she was arrested. The lady who beaten her, he was set free, but the lady who was beaten, he was arrested. These things are going from the very beginning. The day he took power, he started this mob violence. He set a fear culture in the society. His people can uh, can beat you, kill you, and rape your sisters or your daughters. But um, there is no justice for these things. He's free to do all the evils in the society, and his all the this was never a mass absurd. This was a terrorist absurd. So far I say this Pakistani ISI and their local elites, this Jamaat Islami and others, they they created this movement. You see, this court formed, their chairman is Mr. Ghulam Murtuza. His background is he's a Jamaat Islami follower. The chief prosecutor, he is directly a Jamati, and defense lawyer appointed by the government, he is also Jamaat follower. So the total court is it is a Jamati court. So their verdict or their it was earlier the script was written earlier, and just they have declared it today. So we have no reaction on this verdict.
Sir, you have been a 1971 freedom fighter. You have seen the situation that the country was in 1971. Right now as well, the country is very vulnerable. We are seeing a lot of violent protests. We are seeing that the UNIS-led interim government has given shoot-at-sight orders if the protests turn violent, and the protesters over here are demanding, are seeking justice in this entire case. So, is the situation in the country very chaotic right now? We want to understand from your perspective.
See, we are under we are the part of Pakistan. In 1947, when India was divided on the point of religion, but in from the very 1948, we fought for a secular society, secular state, and ultimately in 1971 we succeeded through a liberation war, and with the help of our nearest neighbor, India. And India, they not only helped us, they have fed our 1 crore people for 1 year, and they trained us, they have given us arms, ammunition, and on the 16th December of 1971, we won our liberation. We won the victory. These people, they were in our society. They helped the Pakistani army in 1971. They were here, and they had the connection with the Pakistani their friends. Ultimately, in 1971, they could succeed to kill our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. From that day, they abolished the secularism. From our constitution, they started. Their only slogan is the anti-Indian slogan, like Pakistan, because they are so aggressive to India, because they help us in our liberation side. But in last 15 years, under the rule of Sheikh Hasina, we progressed in every sector, in economical, in social, in educational, in health, and everywhere. But in all sector, we are better than the Pakistan economy, rule of law, and everything. So they want to destroy our society again, and with the leadership of this Mr. Yunus. He had the theory of zero, 3-0 policy, poverty zero, unemployment zero, carbon emission zero. But after his taking the office of the government, our poverty rate has increased by 10% in 1 year. In 209, when Sheikh Hasina took the power, the poverty was 40%. He reduced it to 18%. Now the poverty percentage 28%. He has destroyed our total economy. Our GDP growth was never was never below 6. Now it has become 3.5 and more lower. They have looted only 90,000 crore taka from our share house. Everywhere he destroyed his economy. On the other hand, he has escaped. He has escaped 666 crore tax evasion from the court, and there was.
So there seems to be some issue with your connection over there. However, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast and providing us with those valuable insights into that story. Also joining me on the broadcast is Pinak Ranjan Chakravarti, former High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this broadcast. This is the latest piece of information that's coming in, sir, from Bangladesh. A death sentence has been announced for Sheikh Hasina. How should India look at this going forward, since Sheikh Hasina is currently in exile in the country? So how should India actually